Hello. Ooh, hello. My name is Kang. Hello, 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 hello. How are you all doing today, guys? Hopefully you're better than my legs feel. Because they're not feeling too saucy at the moment at all. You haven't been to one of these streams in ages, John. Well, you've not missed much. Especially over the last pretty much week. What happened? So, as some of you know, obviously I haven't been able to talk about it as much as I would have liked. I went to... hang on a second. Stop that, please. There we go. I went to the Munster match last night against Exeter Chiefs. And, part of that was walking about 3 miles. And I'm not used to walking, so my legs are extremely dead and sore. Which is why I'm using mouse and keyboard instead of wheel today. In fact, I've got my legs hidden under a blanket to try and keep them as warm as I can. Because it's just... They're just stiff. Hopefully they're just stiff. So, plan for today is do things. Can't I use my control? Yes, but I can't remember where I put it. Just a simple answer. Find place. Let me have a really quick look. If it is somewhere, it should be on this side. Oh wait, no, it'll be on this side. Makes it all that more inconvenient. What is it? Well, that's a random USB. Controller? Controller, where are you hiding? I know you're... I may or may not have bags of rubber shaking over this. Now that's... Wait, what's this? I have no idea what this is. You like the clicky keyboard, yes? Some people don't, so... oh wait, is it hidden under this? No, it's not up there, is it? No. Another mouse. This cable looks promising. Aha! What's happening? I am getting my Xbox controller. I was made it. It was good. It was enjoyable. I mean, Munster won. We got little Munster flags, which I don't have up here at the moment, but we did get given 2 flags to wave. We had an amazing view. If you saw the picture I put into Discord last night, when hello. Oh dear. I may need to buy a new Xbox controller. I'm gonna... You gonna work at all? Okay, I tried. Yeah. Xbox controller is dead. What I'll do is I'll look into getting an Xbox One controller. How do I like this map? I really like it. I don't like the internet issues that it's been kind of accompanied with, but I really do like it. I've been very open in saying that the problem that got taken down from FSUK was a dumb one that shouldn't have happened. I'm also slightly frustrated that he's made a lot of edits to the map for the V1.2. And that'll require a new save game, so I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna bring the map forward to 1.2, because I spent like 4 hours setting this version up. And I can't justify just throwing that time away again. Am I? I'm good, pa. Hello, Larry lad. Guys, I don't want to jinx it, but I think we might be streaming today. I think we might have a stream where I don't punch something. Yes, Chris was making fun of me all day on Friday for punching my wheel as much as I did. Apparently, at some point, my Xbox controller died as well, which isn't good. So I'll be looking into getting a new one of those this evening. Dave's streaming, no way. By the way, CD, that's on your end, Spudman. I can actually tell you that for once. CD, I did get those messages you sent me yesterday. I was literally in Thomond Park when I got them, and I haven't really had a chance to reply yet. That said, looks awesome. Really looking forward to it, and if you want some promo work, linky link. I'm good. I'm on keyboard and mouse today because my legs are dead, as is my Xbox controller apparently. So that's something I need to buy that I wasn't expecting. How long am I going to stream until? Today's Sunday, isn't it? So probably until I get handed food. Until... I'll be streaming until Magic Hand. How's that for a deal? Magic Hand will appear over here with a plate of food at some point later. Or 8 o'clock, whichever happens first. Magic Hand will appear over here with food. And at that point I'll end the stream. If it's for controller, it's better. I honestly prefer Xbox. The design of the Xbox controller, I think it's a bit more comfortable on the old handy poos. Trying to remember where everything is on this map because it has been a while since I've been able to play it. Yes. Making a new animation. Yeah, Chris was saying you had the McHale. Or a picture of the McHale somewhere. I haven't seen it yet because I've been busy watching Jimmy Broadbent stay at home 24 hours. I'm a productive individual. Don't want soybeans just yet, at least. I forgot that you, boyo, have a work to do. Hey, Yuso. No Xbox controller is the best out there. I'm not gonna put one controller over the other. I just prefer the design of the Xbox controller. I think it's a bit more comfortable to use. When did I wake up? Giannis, that's a question that I can never actually answer because I rarely remember what time I woke up. I think it's just, but I'm not getting any indication anywhere that there are issues with the stream. Yes, I know you're blocked by an object. It's me. It's a me, Mario. No buffering on your end. Hey, Nathan. Yeah, could you just let me know if you're getting buffering, guys? Because it could be on Nathan, or not Nathan, Spudman's end. It could be YouTube doing the YouTube thing, because I'm not seeing, I'm actually seeing proper bit rates today. The review is an update on FSUK. Is it? Not broken my router today. No, I think I solved the problem. try to whistle for your car. Could you imagine if that was a thing you could do in real life? Just like whistling, the car drives up and is like, thanks! Thanks, car! I have no idea who owns you, but thank you, car, for driving up to collect me. Would you then just start whistling at random to see what different cars appear? It's like, I want a Ferrari, and you just start whistling for 3 hours straight until you get a Ferrari. Or would it only be like the one specific car would appear, like it would all be Toyota Aigos or Nissan Leafs? Or the same smart car. Hello, car. Like, that'd be a very strange world. Like, there's just a smart car driving around, listening for whistles. Would it have to be like a Ooh. Dave was a bit shouty last night, and his voice is not making. His voice is still a bit not happy. Nathan, thank you very much. Just little FYI, the multiplayer server is sponsored by Natural, so you don't need. I don't need to pay for it. The sponsor would come through separately, Nathan. Or it should. So the multiplayer server, for those of you who don't, it's actually lapsed. I forgot to shoot a message off to the Nitrado guys in time. It lapsed yesterday afternoon. More like new Xbox controller, Nathan, because there are a lot of games that I prefer having an Xbox controller for. I don't use it much, but I do have games that I prefer it with. Heading out of the match, it was good fun. I kind of blew my voice out a bit, screaming at Monster continuously, just forgetting they had hands, and the referee forgetting he had eyes. You like that pic? Okay, here's something that annoys me. And it is an annoyance, it's not a criticism. I always hate it. It's personal preference. So... you know... your mileage may differ on this opinion. I hate it when map makers do this and have like a pit at the BGA that's just unusable. There's obviously a reason behind it, I would hope, other than just for looks. Because if it was just for looks, I would have made it this pit here, the farthest from the digester. What have you missed? Me selling a bit of corn and talking about how my legs are dead. Did I watch it on TV at the stadium? Nathan, it is... yeah, it's not sponsor now, it's called Join. And it should say like join on YouTube Gaming. I'm just gonna scroll up in Discord real quick, so bear with. Because for you, Nathan, and for anybody interested, that's the view that I had last night. That Discord link. No, that is there for display, annoyingly. Yeah, it says join on YouTube Gaming. It is a YouTube thing, but it's YouTube being YouTube and trying to promote their products. Who was playing? It was Munster against the Exeter Chiefs. And where I was, if you watch the game on TV, the near try and offside that wasn't offside in the second half, that was like right in front of me. There's a picture. It's linked there. I linked it a couple of minutes ago, Alexander. That's a good view. That's from the terrace, so... Like, we got terrace tickets, which meant just basically, yeah, stand where you like. Find a good spot and claim it. We found a good spot. And we claimed it. What is my Discord name? It's discord.me/RainbowDave, I think. Or if one of the mods wants to put in the Discord command, that'll be awesome just as much. Or two as well. Yes, that is a word. That is how it's supposed to be said. It was an amazing view. Hello, Darth. How are you doing today? My internet has decided to grace me with its presence. Well, reliability. It's been present the whole time. It's just been horrifically unreliable. No, Spudman. That was a one-time joke. So, where you do the super chats, Nathan, it should pop up there. It should, like, be a second option with the super chats. You've been better. It's in general, Alexander, scroll up. It was about 5 o'clock yesterday when people were asking if I was going to stream, and I decided to reply in the Daviest way possible, which was taking a picture of Thomond Park, saying, no, I don't think so. Just super chat comes up at you? Dang it, YouTube. This is why we can't have nice things on YouTube. When I reach 10K, it's more like if. I'll do something special if I ever get to 10K. Should have taken my laptop to the street. No. I'm not bringing Spudputer anywhere. Spudputer stays here unless I like go on a trip somewhere. Then Spudputer can come with me. Spudputer is Dave's portable nonsense shack. Looking forward to Meadowgrove. Full disclosure, I had a look around it last night. Looks very good. Looks very good indeed. I'm very impressed. Probably now wondering why am I on Sutton and not Meadowgrove, because Meadowgrove is a newer map. Simple answer is Meadowgrove isn't finished. It's not ready yet. I'm gonna hold off on Meadowgrove, and I will cover it. I will go on Meadowgrove at some point. It's just I want it to be ready. I want to feel like it's ready. I think Landy's doing the same thing. Because we've both been bitten by maps before that we've done, and it's just been like forever until they come out. So we're both kind of on the same page of like, once it's ready and kind of with giants and finalized, then we're good. You're amazed there are no rushed Montag maps? I think the lessons were learned with 17. I think this map feels British. This one here? Yes, because it's based on the UK, Matty. It's based on Norfolk, is it? What this map's based on? Hey Jag, I did see you earlier. I just skipped over your message because it was mid-thought, but I did see you. Hello Jag. How are you doing today, dude? Somerset? Definitely British days driving down the middle of the road. Yeah. It's the safest way to drive. Keeps me the farthest from everything I could possibly hit. I'm doing good, Jag. Thank you very much for asking. Suffolk? I thought it was Norfolk. Is Norfolk at least close to Suffolk? I'd be really frustrated if Norfolk was like the other side of the country. Considering it sounds like North Folk, and Suffolk is South Folk. Yeah, it is at least close. Well, next door. Good! One of the few place names in the UK that actually makes some vague sense. Check Discord. I've replied! It's definitely British, yes, that's the important thing, is like it is definitely British. East Anglia. Hey Henry. I'm bound to get either an abusive reply through Discord or on here from Darth with that idea. Seems to be behaving today, Jag. I did back-to-back speed tests earlier and it was fine, so I think it's going to be fine for the remainder of the stream. I hope it's going to be fine for the remainder of the stream. So the plan, if there is a plan, which really no, there isn't. But what could vaguely be described as a plan for today, by some people somewhere possibly, is just field work. I want to try and get the fields ready to go however they need to be readied. You'd like Oxy to bring back... That's probably not going to happen, Alex. You found my celebrity lookalike. Oh god, throw it in Discord and I'll look at it after the stream. I'm worried now. I did Irish. And a lot of people think that means... Like, a lot of people have said, oh, that means there's a carrot DLC coming. No, it just means there was a person dressed as a carrot playing Farm Sim because it's a funny picture. Like, I know for sure that if I was there wearing a carrot suit, I would play some Farm Sim and get everybody to take pictures because that's just funny. My celebrity looking like is Landy. Send it to me. Let me have a look at this. Maybe have a look. Is that what Haley Joel Osment looks like now? Good lord, he got fat. I thought that was Zach Galifianakis. Bringing you GE from Giants Developer Network. Which I can't remember the URL for, just Google Giants Developer Network and you should find it. There was a period when I was younger. Story time with Dave. There was a period when I was younger when allegedly I looked like Lionel Messi. And or Pierce Brosnan. And I was just like, what the no! Okay, so this needs plowing, that's fine. That can get done. This field is probably going to need lime. Yes, lime and plowing. Lime I'll do manually. No. Was that no to my suggestion of flying a Piper Cub across Germany? What happened to my legs? I walked a lot yesterday and my body doesn't appreciate me doing physical exercise because I am fat and unfit and an incredibly lazy sod. And my body reminds me of that every time I do anything physical. Hey, Scania Man. When do I reckon we'll start seeing British grain trailers? Whenever they get around to testing CD's grain trailers. Darth. Oh, I think Darth might be talking about the trailer. Yanis, in their defense, I was significantly slimmer at the time. It's only in the past kind of 2-3 years that I've like got properly fat. 8.0 sim man. 8 is for FS19, 7.1 is for 17. That is on your end, most likely, Archie. YouTube has been very fussy. Guessing that means CD's still modding? Yes, he's been having what I hope is a private argument with Giants. Something that shouldn't be made public. He's frustrated that it's taking so long for his maps to get his mods to get tested. Which is fair enough, you know, all modders want their modders tested now. But I think I figured out Giant's system, and it makes sense to me how they're testing stuff. What headset do I use? This is a Logitech G. This is not a Logitech. Stand corrected. This is a Sennheiser HD 201. Yeah, don't argue. Just keep quiet and keep frustrated in private. Because I think what I said might be true, CD, with the system that I think they're using. Because it would explain a lot. And also, kind of unfortunately for you, the thing that I'm not going to argue with, because it indirectly benefits me, that, you know, I'm not going to be hypocritical and benefit from the criticism at the same time. Good to see him back. I've been trying to be back for days! Well, except yesterday. Yesterday I didn't bother because I wasn't even at home. Yesterday I was in Limerick. In Thomond Park. Hey, Drew. See you, Nathan. Enjoy sorting your room, potentially, maybe. See these mods in 17 Irish? I'll be very honest, because, yeah, I've said this to myself. They could have done with improvement. They were maybe a bit too heavy on polys. And some of the earlier ones, the textures weren't great. But it's definitely, like, they were some of the better mods that were out there. Especially for, like, Irish-style equipment. Stop crashing, no. You're new, Drew. I could have sworn I've seen you around before. Have you been in other people's streams? I'm very confused now, because I recognize your name, and I'm not quite sure why. Alexander, I'm gonna go with no, annoyingly. Hey, farming feature. I'm gonna go a very frustrating no, because I really wanted it. You've been in Sims, and probably Landy's as well. That's probably where I recognize your name from. Probably Daggerwins too. You're not as refined as me. Yeah. I'm incredibly picky when it comes to mods though, so I mean, take every criticism I have of a mod with a grain of salt, because, or with a pinch of salt, because, like, I am very difficult to please at times. Yeah, he bought himself a PC. And I think had money left over. But he got a new PC out of that. I'd encourage that if you don't want to watch what I'm putting out, Archie. Wish they had a 8600i. I think, and I think a few other people agree with me here, and this isn't by any means official info, like Giants haven't spoken to anybody about DLCs. The only thing that I know is they are working on a DLC. Don't know what the hell it is, but they're working on one. But the general opinion is we're expecting a John Deere DLC. How do I know? Because I know these things. We're expecting a a John Deere DLC. Just because, like, John Deere's a huge license, I guess in the least cynical way possible. This isn't ever gonna sound, this isn't ever gonna sound good, so I'll just say it straight out. It's a license for giants to print money. You know, they can have the 8600i, they can have the American tractors, they could have, you know, some of the stuff that is theoretically missing from the base game in a John Deere DLC. And I'd buy it. Pretty sure a lot of you guys would buy it. I know a bit about that too, Drew, and I'm not gonna say. I should mention that, Drew, if you're new here, I have, like, been to Giants. I have been to Germany to the Giants office. If you didn't watch the previous streams, I took over from Sim and VF as the English language YouTube dude that was on those streams, so. Okay, I'm just making sure that you're aware of that. So, like, I do know some stuff that isn't public. Which I'm not gonna say, because it was said privately. That I know why as well, Alexander. I know a lot of stuff that I can't say, unfortunately. I'm not gonna bite the hand that brought me to Germany. Because that was something I always wanted to do, go to Germany, and got that email from Giants like, hey, do you want to come to Germany? Yes. Hopefully DLC comes soon. I would imagine, like, probably the next 2 months? 6 weeks to 2 months? Yeah, private info's best kept private. Oh god, Salvo, you fell for that too. Salvo, they had a picture of a dude in a carrot costume playing Farm Sim at a convention. Which, I'm not entirely sure what Berlin Green Week is, but I'd imagine it's something to do with either environmentally friendly living or agriculture, or like household agriculture or something like that. And I know from experience, carrots are super bloody easy to grow in a garden. So it could just be somebody promoting like, hey, carrots are easy to grow, you should grow your own carrots. I think that's what the picture was, and people have kind of misinterpreted it. Now, it could be that people have interpreted it correctly, but I'm going for the most logical conclusion. I will also say, I really want, like, new styles of crops, new root crops, because carrot harvesting equipment is awesome. I'd love to see carrots in the game, onions, orchard farming. It's a big one for me. Orchard farming would be amazing. It opens up a huge amount. There is Germany, but there's no equipment for it, so it's just kind of... and this is why I generally don't play maps with them. I'm much on the same page. Me and Landy agree about a lot of stuff. We're different people, but we agree on a lot of stuff, and we do look fairly similar. We're both fat with bad beards and bad hair. The thing is, with like carrots and onions and stuff like that, is they just use the normal harvesters and it looks wrong. Like if somebody brought out a modded like carrot harvester based on something or other, I don't even know what you'd base it on, I'd be fine. Rice, I'd be fine with being like modded into maps because they do generally use combines. Oh, Nathan. A lot of people asking about Meadowgrove. Suffice it to say, Nathan, without going through the whole little conversation again, I'm on the same page as Landy. what he said in your Discord last night, I'm pretty much of the identical opinion that I'll cover it when it's ready. And it's not ready yet. Be nice if we got peanuts. That'd be amazing. Like, I'm all for Giants adding new and interesting crops. It does look very good though, Nathan, by the way. Particularly like the costs of the land parcels. Right, let's get the Puma. How's the John? I'm glad that I checked, because you basically did nothing, didn't you? And using GPS. I haven't heard anything, but I've not really checked in like a week or so. There may be news, but I don't know about it. Grapes should be added. They could be added, yeah. I think they'd be a cool addition. I guess I'm doing this manually because hired workers are still stupid. So I don't know. This is the thing, is like, I'm very much in the dark about DLCs. I know about certain things, but DLCs is not something that I know about. Giants very much keep that under wraps to avoid leaks. And all I know about DLCs is that there will be some, and there is one being worked on currently. I don't know what it is. I don't know when it's coming. I just know it's coming. Any news on when the updated version of this map might appear? I have no idea, but looking through the whip topic, Jeremy, you're gonna need a new save, so I might just not update the map. FS 2020 will be coming as well, Drew. The thing about the mobile game is it tends to be an external team working on it, just with the Farm Sim license, so like, it's not Giants diverting resources somewhere else, it's another team just entirely working on it. But I think the big bags? I really like the big bags. I am a big fan of the big bags. Probably will. I would say almost definitely will. Because the really cycle for Farm Sim is even years as mobile, odd years is, or in terms of titles at least, even years as mobile, odd years PC console. They're the best big bags. They buy quite a margin, Aaron, yeah. They'll probably be in my game as a permanent fixture. You'd have thought they would have added more JD equipment to the base game. I would have thought so too, but I think, based on absolutely no information and only guesswork, I think there's a John Deere DLC in the works. Maybe not the DLC, you know, the first DLC, but I think there's going to be one. It would make perfect sense, because people want John Deeres. People are willing to... I'm sorry for being a bit cynical here. People are willing to pay for John Deere's. Giants are in the business of making money. A John Deere DLC is just good business sense. To enjoy the rugby? Yes. Although, I genuinely hope there's John Deere DLC. The downside of the rugby is my left arm is dead because I was carrying a very heavy jacket that was too warm for last night, and my left arm has been dead since. And both legs are dead because I'm not used to walking because I'm horrifically unfit. John Deere and cotton will be cool on mobile. I don't know about cotton. Cotton's not really grabbed me as a cool crop yet. I'm gonna wait until there's like a really good American map, really high quality American map. Probably not low note quality, but like really good. But yes, 27,000 there, Glengar. And the stadium went from deafeningly silent to just plain deafening very, very quickly towards the end when that penalty went over. Cotton's more of a money crop? I don't know. I would like the biggest money crop, according to Reddit at least, is sugarcane. I would love a 7810 Alex. I'm actually annoyed that there wasn't one in the. There's not one in the base game. Like a 7810, an older 6000, well, kind of a more basic 6000 series would be kind of cool as well. Oh, dude. We could hear the hum of the generators, like, running outside. It was so quiet. In the first half, we could hear the Exeter subs warming up. Hey, Will. Metagrove looks good. How's testing? Testing from what I've seen in Nathan's Discord is productive. I'll put it that way. In other words, Nathan's been spamming for problems already. Hey, James. Bradley, hello. Right, where the hell are we going here? Marvel this week? Maybe. Can I just say I hope Marvel every single bloody day? Because, like, I want that map. It looks amazing. I wanna try it. Because for those of you that don't know, I've not seen Landy's first look. And I don't plan on watching it. Said this straight up to Oxy and Landy. I have a personal rule that I don't look, as much as possible, I don't look at maps until they're out. Especially Oxy's maps. Because it's a bit magical going on to them first time for me, and not knowing where I am or where anything is, and just kind of exploring the map. Giants testing is extremely slow. Giants testing is extremely fast at the moment. They went through like at least 70 mods last week. Alex, don't expect to see them at all. Bullet Bill's pretty much, it seems pretty much retired from the public modding game, which sucks, but he doesn't like having his 19 size kind of Oxy's Planet, Sandy Bay, Oakfield and Shamrock. Are you missing something there? I know Oxy's plans and I just can't remember off the top of my head what they are. Might ask him later. And I'd give him a friendly nudge to remind him that he actually has me on Facebook, so if he needs to send me videos or anything of awesome things, that he can. Do I know how Marvel testing is going with Giants? It failed once on stuff that Oxy expected it to fail on. So it's going, I guess, according to plan/expectations. What's the best map for 17? Well, I'm gonna say Shamrock Valley, but how did it fail? There was like one PC thing that it failed on, and a bunch of materials errors which can't be tested for. So he, like, Oxy always expects materials errors. Oxy puts maps into Giants testing first time round, expecting problems. He fixed the issue. I think he made a couple of small changes that he wanted to make as well, and as far as I'm aware, yeah, it has been sent back to Giants again. Oxy, he does tend to work quickly once he gets his test report back and finds out what the failures are, where they are, and how to fix them. Because he usually knows how to fix them. I'm almost surprised he hasn't showed up here yet, to be honest. Now about 3 field points down by the shop next to the animal dealer. On this map? No. Wait, why are there 2 shops on the map? Really need the air vehicle extension on console this time so you can get on with other things. Like animals instead of harvesting all the time. It'd be nice, but the problem with that, Alex, it's a script, and Sony and Microsoft, it's not Giants, it's Sony and Microsoft, they don't want scripts on consoles, on their consoles, because they can't guarantee... I didn't know that, Bradley. But the console makers don't want scripts on because they can't predict what's on them and they can't really test them all that well. Sick shop, you buy pig food, seeds. I didn't know that, Jeremy. Thank you guys for the explanation. I'm probably still gonna just buy the silos up this end of the map. Drew, I'll go for things that never happened. You miss GPS because you're lazy. I miss GPS because I'm bad at driving. Have a quick run down to it when empty. I will do, actually. Yeah, that's a good idea. Because it's not that far off the beaten path. In fact, it's just down the road. And you know, in the mod hub, it's a Sunday, so no. I would expect new stuff on Tuesday. It seems like Tuesdays and Thursdays they're popping new things on, so that'll be my best guess. So it is. GG, Boko. Hope for Marvel this week. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not. I'm gonna go with my original estimate of February-ish. For Marvel. There's a new 24-hour dynamic weather mod for AC. Go. There's a big queue. Last I heard it was 180. So yes. But that, like, part of that long queue is number one, people making just recolorable giant stuff that is never gonna pass. Number two, giants taking several, a few weeks off mod testing to try and get the game working, which that gets a free pass. Because, a working game is kind of a precursor for working mods. Any news and seasons? Not that I'm aware of. Any maps that failed? As far as I know, and Landy's been saying this as well, there's two maps in testing. One is Marwell, one is we don't even know what. So I'm gonna guess the second map is European. I'm gonna make some predictions, and if I'm right, I am Farm Sim God. I'm gonna guess the second map is European by Vertex Designs. Because they tend to have the first Euro map out on the mod hub every time. Without GPS would be out by now, you would have thought wrong, because Wopster, when he starts a new mod, a new script, he goes absolutely mental with it. On TX and TF Nuno would be cool. I bluntly just want more kind of old equipment, more stuff from the 80s, 90s, maybe the 70s at a push, and early 2000s. Console for Vertex. Vertex usually get it onto console, yeah. Vertex is pretty good like that. I don't generally like their maps, but they make really solid maps. They just don't mesh well with what I like. Like the first map for 17, I can't even remember the name of it now, but I do remember it was clinically clean. It was like, it didn't feel like a farm to me at all. Well, we're Bill working on anything. He's pretty much quit, Drew. He's kind of become disillusioned with FS19, and I guess trying to please everybody in the community, and he's kind of gone to just making mods for himself again, for 17 even. So I wouldn't expect to see him uploading anything anytime soon. He might for 17, yeah, but I think even that might be a push, honestly. Which sucks, because he was one of the best. He was one of the better map makers out there. Always sucks to see the, you know, some of the better modders quit, but it's something that you just unfortunately have to get used to in Farm Sim. People move on. People sometimes don't want to move on. Is he still in contact with us? Not really. None of us have really spoken to him for a while. We won't get Cobra 19 appearing out of the blue, most likely, Aaron. Unless this is all just one giant ploy for him to work on Cobra 19 secretly, which I doubt. Don't expect to see it. Let's go down to the second shop that you guys have been talking about that I didn't know existed. Because I'm curious what the second shop actually has. Because this is the problem with this PDA, is like, you open it up fully and it's like, animal dealer, shop and two other things maybe, I'm not entirely sure. It's a bit clustery. So that's... What the hell is that? Oh, it's the animal dealer. I thought it was a buy point for something. I'm with you there, CD. Like, I wish it was a ploy. I wish it was him just kind of playing the farm sim community for fools, but I don't think so. So you can oh, that's a wood chip sell point, wool sell point, and then buy points for seeds, fertilizer, pig feed, and lime. Okay, that's pretty cool. Wish you had more while you're desperate. Oh, I'm not too pushed about when Marvel comes out. I just hope that it comes out reasonably early in the day that it does come out, because I want to have like a couple hours to be able to set it up. Hey, Team CC. I think Bullet Bill just got disappointed that 19 didn't live up to his hopes and aspirations for it, I guess. I don't know his full reasoning, and I don't know if I want to know. But he's just kind of not happy with it, and he doesn't want to. He's not interested as a result. Is this map any good? Yes, it is. But You're better off waiting at this point because there is a version 1.2 coming, I hope, fairly soon. That you'll need to start a new save game on anyway, so just wait until 1.2 comes out. You can't really download this from anywhere reputable anyway at the moment, so just wait and it'll be on FSUK. Hello, Luke. How are you doing today? Anyone making John Deere mods? Probably. I mean, now they're fair game for console, I would guess almost definitely. Simulator gaming, hello. Doing good, Luke? Good to hear. How's my day? My day is good, but now I've just suddenly developed a headache, which is not good. Custom modding's making 9 hour. Custom modding's always making a 9 hour though. That's... anything from custom modding I wouldn't expect to be on console because they tend to just release stuff on Facebook. So I don't know if I'll even use custom modding stuff in 19. I haven't decided yet. You almost have a new job. Very nice, Luke. Congratulations, I believe. Did Giants get any more testers? They're hiring more. I don't know if they've hired yet. Is that mud you see? Just the visuals of it. Doesn't actually do anything. Forgotten Plants textures any good? I have no idea. I'm not using them. Why are my legs dead? Because I walked yesterday and my legs don't appreciate that. That's legitimately why. I need to do more walking. I'm kind of tempted actually to finish the stream at 7 as per usual and like go for a walk around the block. See if I can loosen my legs out a bit. I definitely need to do some stretching, which I will do after the stream. You didn't know those potato boxes moved? Well, now you do. Hot bath. One problem with your plan, 1174, we don't have a bath. We only have a shower. But shower might help actually. Usually helps with my back, so I don't see why it wouldn't help with my legs. Dave doing yoga would be an interesting sight. Oh, no thank you. Not even I want to see me do yoga. Can I do my stretches on stream? No! And then... but not right now! I don't generally unban people midstream because it's a pain. It's a real pain trying to get through the ban list because YouTube makes it damn near inaccessible, and actually trying to get some, like, find one person on it because there's lists of thousands thanks to spam bots. I did have a can of deep heat handy, but it kind of had an incident where it started spraying out the bottom because it rusted through and yeah, not good. The three of supporters leave a rugby match more injured than the players. Well, I arrived more injured, so I mean... it's just lack of fitness for me, to be honest. Because I don't generally walk much. RT is the same interior as 8400, kind of disappointed in that. Are they different in real life? Ben, I think that was a legit question, the same as I did one day. They are different in real life. How different are they? $8 the same as RT, just one has tracks. Once we're lucky. Yeah. I'm not gonna pretend like, oh, Munster deserved it. Nah, Munster were lucky. The referee wasn't great, but Munster were worse. There's no point in complaining about, oh, the referee did this, the referee did that. Munster could barely hold the ball. There's no excuses for that. Like Conor Murray, one of the best scrum halves in Ireland, kept dropping the ball. What probably you guys didn't see on TV at least was the giant cheer that went up when Ron Nagara appeared after the match. When do I think Giants will announce to do this new DLC or video? When they're ready to? Sorry if you're expecting me to give like a date, but they'll announce whatever they have to announce when they're ready to announce it. I'm sure Listertan's pushing for an announcement sooner rather than later, but there's no point in announcing something and then not having that kind of stuff there. Or not having it ready. Like the announcement of Deers being in FS19 that never materialized because I don't think they got the AI to work or something. Something broke with the Deers, that I'm sure of. Shouldn't have done what you did. I can't even remember what you did. I've been too angry at my internet the last few days to remember what the hell you did. Yeah, they'll announce it probably like 2-3 weeks before the DLC actually comes out. Why did you send me that? Ooh, I actually have to reply to a message on Discord real quick. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna straight up pause Farm Sim. Double check something over here. That was legitimately something very important, by the way. Ed. Sweet. That's that sort of. I'm gonna have to be rude to him and not reply again. It's my words per minute. I think it's something like 120. I don't know. I don't keep track of it. By the way, that was legitimately me doing something actually important on a Sunday. There were deer in Farm Sim like cows. No, they were like the crows. Or the birds. And I don't think they worked. Because they were like spoken about at one point. And then everything just went silent on the deer front. So I think that the deer didn't work or were horrifically broken, so they just abandoned that idea for a while. Potential FS21 feature already, guys. Deer. They might come back, yeah. I mean, Giants have shown already in FS19 they're not averse to putting new stuff in the game midway through with the addition of the terraforming tool, so you don't know. It's impossible to know now. Giants have become unpredictable. If you're enjoying the stream, by the way, guys, you can like, subscribe, and comment, and subscribe and comment. Like. And eat corned beef. Buy me corned beef. I have no corned beef. And watch some ads. Yes. Dave does not run on premium corned beef. Dave runs on whatever corned beef is in the house. And currently there is none. It makes Dave sad. Lack of corned beef is disturbing. I am an easily pleased individual. I wish for only corned beef. The nuts. Dynamic ground has always been worked on. True. That's one of Giant's kind of permanent ongoing ongoing projects. TMCC, if you've had spam, you've had corned beef. But the problem with dynamic terrain is it's, as cattle and crops are finding out very quickly, almost impossible to actually optimize it. You've never had spam. Oh, good. But it's almost impossible to actually optimize dynamic terrain because it's quite honestly just a hot mess of problems waiting to happen. And that's why Giants don't have it in the game and why they're not planning on it being in the game anytime soon? Question mark? Because they don't want to have something in the game that isn't ready to be in the game. And... what? Oh. The whole shelf of spam is on the floor. Somebody didn't like spam, clearly. There we go. Hope to be back on console soon. So do I. Kinda sucks to be a console player right now, because, like, unfortunately you don't get just the influx of maps that PC does, but at the same time, you fortunately don't have to deal with the same kind of crap that PC does with terrible mods. And Irish, I would say the biggest thing for Farm Sim, for me at least, is gone the wrong direction here. Going in the wrong direction. Is actually the arable. I don't really care about the animals too much. They're a nice kind of addition. And I know that I go mental for the, free fertilizer that they give. But I'm not overly pushed. Is that a crochet? No, that is the Elmer one from the mod hub? I want to say it's the Elmer one from the mod hub. It is the Elmer one from the mod hub. The crochet trailers are on like really dodgy sites, and I'm actually going out of my way to behave and avoid them. Just because Cattle and Crops has something doesn't mean that it works. I have a video. I have a script written at least. I haven't got the video just yet. On where Cattle and Crops is going wrong and how and why. And why they haven't learned from the past. Because a lot of the mistakes Cattle and Crops are making, especially with regards to the dynamic terrain, were easily predictable. How are the scripts going? I've not really worked on any of them this week. Welcome back, Darth. I presume you've just taken off and that you're now in cruise. If you said you're starting your world tour, that you're now in cruise or something. And look at the rock spawn mod. That's for FS 17 1174. What scripts am I using? I'm using enhanced vehicle, the clock mod that just shows what time it is. Yes, did I just make it thinner? I think this is as wide as it goes. Yeah, this is as wide as it goes. Oh no, it goes even wider again. Hey, hey. Never noticed that. I checked as well. What script am I working on? Oh, talking about... It's about 6 different ones, honestly, Drew. But they're video scripts, they're not like scripts for the game. One's on cattle and crops, one that I'll need to redo almost entirely is on FS19. There's 2 on modding. I think that's about it for now, but I'm sure I can think of other things to write scripts about and talk about like that. It's actually one of the reasons I have split computer is just so that I can like sit in front of the telly downstairs and do work on the channel instead of being like confined to my room forever. See you, Drew. Because like, I find that if I'm sitting on a comfy chair, my chair is very comfortable, but the chairs downstairs are a bit better. I may or may not be live in 45 minutes. I'm thinking of finishing at 7 because I'm super tired today for some reason. Like, I'd love to continue longer, but my body is just like, Dave, no, why are you doing this yourself? Just chill, dude. You were screaming at 31 angry men last night. See, farming man? How small is it? This small. Am I from Cashel? No. I mean, if you start trying to guess where I'm from, you'll find yourself banned on that account too, and I won't unban the other account. It's 11.6 inch. Decent sized laptop. It's a very small laptop. 11.6 inch. Most laptops are 15.6 or 17 inch now. 11.6 is very small. So I'm just going to do 2 headlands here and then unleash the hard worker to wreak mayhem on the field. Actually, I think the 1 headland might do. Because I do want to try and get all this stuff done. I want to actually do some seeding today. So if I can get around to where I started this headland, it should be over the other side of the field, or just over there. I'd like to do some seeding. I'm gonna need to move the John Deere harvester out of this field, by the way. An 11.6 inch laptop? Well, I mean, 11.6 inch is very small for a laptop. Very big for some other things, but very small for a laptop. I guess it's not much bigger than most tablets now. But it does all I needed to do. And it's light, so I can like carry it around the house with no problems. Which proves useful if I'm just in a bit of a restless mood and want to move out of the house a bit. I'm just gonna set you off in a random direction here, dude. Go! I'm going to need to bring the case into this field. Oh, I could use the 1050 for it. Let's use the 1050 for it. Check Discord for hilarity. Oops. That's... honestly, that's pretty much what I have. Mine's an HP, but it's more or less what I have, Darth. Like when I've got this big rig, big super powerful meaty computer, I don't really need a second, slightly less powerful one as a laptop. I just need something that I can use Microsoft Edge on. It comes with a 7-inch screen. It says 11.6. Mine might be slightly less than 11.6 then as well. But frankly, I don't care. Like, all I care about is that I can use it for Google Docs and writing documents, which is what the primary use is. Also, it handles YouTube reasonably well, so I can watch videos on it in bed. On a screen that's not a teeny tiny phone screen that hurts my eyes. Dave, thinking about his well-being for once. You're doing your best, John dear. I may need to buy like 2 more of the Elmer's trailers. Because like in the ideal world I'd have 1 for each header. Right, you good Fent 1000. You're gonna have some work to do. Because I want to seed some crops of the wheaty variety. So bring you out and around here. Where did I put all the seeds? Went into one of the sheds over here, I think. I bought far too many seeds. Yeah, there they all are. So you are gonna be reversing here, all nice and quick and neat, like, and no problems at all. There we go. Don't be buying laptops anymore after building your desktop. See, I don't mind... Hang on, why is this able to fill like that? I don't mind having a laptop because it's just like, if I go somewhere I can at least use it portably. So, that's kind of where my priority is right now. Because I'd like to try and do more traveling, if I can. And being able to do some sort of work from wherever it is I am, that would be extremely helpful. Hey Adam. Let's put in the new update. What? Not breakfast. Wow. It's gonna be one of those fields, isn't it? Where... What the hell? Where the hired worker just does basically nothing, then claims it's done. Well, I was putting the new update to what? I'm very confused. I just saw about a hard drive. That's fair enough. You'd be glad to hear that the router is behaving itself. What is it doing? Hey, it's off. Oh, that's how. Okay, that would explain it because I haven't used them since I downloaded the update. Hence why I was so confused at life just then. Just gonna seed some wheat here, and I want to get a barley field on the go as well. The hydraulics are sticky. I've never seen a hired worker do that before. That was a whole new kind of bugging out. Like, just when you think you've seen everything in farm sim, the hired worker does that and makes the tractor twerk. How am I? Very confused. And also very tired and a bit sore. But otherwise good. Relieved that my internet has decided to play nice for once. But I think I will end the stream at 7 o'clock, as I usually do. Now I also have a single bag fork for front load. Oh, didn't know that. Farm sim that I'm playing, yeah. Yeah. I might tomorrow record a video on a demo that I was sent. That I found some really fun things to do, but I'm going to play it vaguely seriously. I'm going to actually record two videos. One, I'm going to show, you know, how to play seriously. The other is how to play like Dave. What time am I streaming till 7 o'clock? I've decided. So, bog standard streamington. Also, good news in terms of multiplayer. The server is now, in theory, back. When's Mechanical Ops video coming out? That's going to be probably a couple of weeks out, 1174. I want to rewrite parts of the script and make it a bit more coherent, because right now it's kind of jumping about a bit. But the first draft is finished. Or at least mostly finished. Enough to the point where I can do a second draft and fix the bits that I don't like. $500 for new player for tomorrow. Ooh, fun. One thing that actually has died, Dwathel, you'll be very entertained to hear, is my Xbox controller, which is why I'm on keyboard and mouse. It actually died. So I guess after the stream I'll be going on Amazon and seeing if I can pick up an Xbox One controller on the relatively cheap. Hopefully not as loud and clicky as Landy's, but still. My PDP Afterglow served me well, and it was bound to die eventually because it was getting quite old and worn out, and one of the buttons just was vaguely working. But it has finally given up the ghost and gone to the controller graveyard in the bin. So I'll be having a new controller in a couple of weeks. I might do a couple of streams with it just while I get used to it. I don't like the way the PlayStation controllers are designed anymore. The Xbox controllers are so much more comfortable for me. I know that some people like genuinely prefer the Sony design, but the Microsoft Xbox design is so much more comfortable. You can't use an Xbox controller. I'm the same way with PS4. Like, well, I can use them, but I don't find them comfortable. I get very confused. I do like how the PS4 controller feels. I just don't like the design of it. I don't like where the thumbsticks are. I think the Xbox controller is much better, much more ergonomic, much more logical as well, to a certain extent. Amazon Prime 2-day delivery, or I could just do what I normally do and get just the free delivery option, however long that takes. It's because you only ever, yeah, I had PS1 and 2, then instead of a PS3 I actually got an Xbox 360, and my love affair with the Xbox controller started there because, oh my god, the Xbox controller is so much better designed. Took a bit of getting used to coming from PlayStation, but genuinely better controller. I'm never going to do a Q&A. Is that not what the streams are? Because, like, you guys can throw questions into chat and I'll almost always answer them to the best of my abilities. Oh, good lord, Dwathel, what the hell? Do some parts in the prank. Well, it'll get me a new controller for sure. And that'll go into the fund that I'm building up for a new graphics card of some description. Probably an RTX. Just for a bit of future proofing. Probably an RTX 2070. I don't like change, it scares you. I don't like change either, but the Xbox controller is just more comfortable. Yeah, that's my controller bot. The John Deere has that. No, I didn't mean to alt tab. Oh, what was said here? Okay, that's fine. Just need to tab over to this guy who. You've just done 2 passes again, dude. There's a header in my field. I'm aware of that. Is this just gonna be me fighting with this plow for the next, like... Okay, there's definitely ground needing to be plowed there. Are you gonna do it in one go this time? Hey! It didn't... Oh, for the love of crap. That's my own fault. Hey, MJ. Try something like... Microcomputer stupidly high. Can we, like, not be sending me stuff on Discord during streams? Because I'm kind of busy. There you go, Anyone else streaming tonight? Not to my knowledge. Like, you can send them, but don't expect me to look during a stream, Dave. The only reason I was looking before was because I was having an actually, like, serious conversation with somebody about something important. So there was actual, like, channel business happening during a stream for once. VF at 8. Go, good man. Andrew, I've heard about that map Peterville. Steve Payton's asked me to have a look at it, and I'd be more than happy to, but not until it's like ready to be uploaded or wherever. Like whether it's Giants, which if I could have a quick look at it, I can probably tell you if it's going to pass or fail. Mods, get the hammers. Yanis with the quickest hammer. Trolls require hammering. Twit. Yanis, I think, has been raring to go with the hammer all day. And has been looking for an excuse to hammer somebody. Well, see, CD dude, I literally can't. I'm not physically able to stream past 7 today. Just, I'm so tired. But thank you very much for $15 today. Also, I can't remember where I put the refill for my EC, and it's nearly empty. I really wish I knew where I put it, because that's gonna annoy me. I'm gonna have to look for it after the stream. Also, after the stream, I need to buy a new Xbox controller. I had to polish it up. And here I was thinking you'd be annoyed after I kept calling you a bot in Discord. Even though I know that's true. Before expanding the on console, yeah. File size or map size? Both, I think. Because like console has a slot system and it becomes the hellhole. Once you get a map that's as big as a 4X kind of has to be, in terms of everything, it just becomes, like, the map would be all the slots. Look at it, I did actually, Ernie, yeah, very enjoyable. Downside is my legs are killing me today. It's always the downside of me doing actual, like, physical exercises. My legs just become rock hard and very stiff. MJ, I say this in the nicest possible way. Because I know how the mod-up works. Expect it to fail at least once. Like, don't upload to the mod-up expecting it to pass first time. I've said this to other people and they've got really offended by it, but don't ever upload something to the mod-up expecting it to pass immediately. Expect it to fail, expect it to be a learning experience, take it in your stride. Whatever fails, take it, use it. If it's something that's not like some weird little error, take it on board, write it down even, and say, okay, this is a weak spot for me. I need to work on this. I've not edited the map at all, Farming Boy. This is the standard, say the exact same map that was on FSUK. Well, I always think that people who upload to the map expecting stuff to pass immediately are maybe doing it for the wrong reasons, and they just end up getting really angry at Giants when a lot of the time the failures are on them. Use the Dropbox link and the map is different. Ah! I didn't use the Dropbox. This is the FSUK one, or the original one. So the Dropbox link might be different, yeah. Anything to do with the contest entries. Yeah, you cheated, Dusty. How's the conversion Dusty code going, by the way? 'Cause I feel that's a good tester map. We're like learning to work with FS19, much like Meadowgrove is as well. I think smaller maps like that are definitely what. If you're not confident with conversions, like stuff that you should have, like at least one very small map that you can do it. Oh, you've been slacking again, Dusty. How do modders make money from their mods? Historically, for Farm Sim, they didn't. Why is it different? I have no idea. I'm guessing WBF made some changes to the map in between FSUK and Dropbox. Historically, modders never made money from their mods. Now Giants Run, I think they're still running it. I'm fairly sure, because I spoke to Liz about that. He didn't say anything about them stopping it. The reward system where, like, for every X number of downloads at whatever rating, they get a certain amount of money, like, per that number of downloads. And it's a small amount. It's literally just like a reward, a thank you from Giants for helping make the game what it is and put it really where it is. Because if you didn't get it from the preview week, Giants know full well that modders are the lifeblood of the game. Like, sure, you got the base game, and that's what the mods are all based on, but if there were no mods, people would be bored of Farm Sim already. You know, I know that a lot of the console guys, you guys are getting frustrated only having the Giants maps. And really come to crunch time for that, because I think it's about 2 months is really the... When I'm playing Forza again, I might play a bit of it... I can't... Edward, answer is whenever I get a new controller. Because I actually want to do the taxi missions off camera, because I tend to be better at driving off camera for some reason. I'll do those taxi missions and get the taxi. Maybe 2 or 3. I think Giants are focusing too much on console. Mr. Jingles, I hate to break this to you, but I think it's about 2/3 of the money Giants make from Farm Sim is from consoles, so Giants are definitely doing the right thing, having a... I don't want to say a focus, but an emphasis on what console players would like in the game, and what is just good utilities for console players. Well, probably, Matt, but it's 2/3 minimum. Our console sales. So Giants are right to have an emphasis on stuff what would be good on console, and stuff what would be convenient for console players. Because generally speaking, that stuff's also really useful for PC players. Like the terraforming brush. That's really good for PC players, especially because the placeable system is a mess. I still don't know how they screw up the placeable system so badly. Because it was unfortunately like what I'd feared was like it'd create giant divots. Yeah, end of the day, the giants are in the business of making money. But more because they can sell the game DLCs for more. Thing is, if you buy... here's a bit of insight. That maybe you do, maybe you know, maybe you don't. If you buy the Season Pass on console, yes, it is quite expensive, but it actually works out if you buy... I think it's the gold... It's either like the edition that has the Season Pass included or the game in the Season Pass. I'm not sure which. But it works out as exactly the same amount of money you spend on PC buying the game and each DLC individually. The premium edition. Yeah, if you buy, I think it's the premium edition, you spend the exact same amount of money as you would on PC buying the game and each DLC. Which is why the Season Pass exists. In fact, actually with the premium edition, you might save a bit of money. I played it on PS4 and it was pretty good. Quite enjoyed it on PS4 actually. It was my first experience with console farm sim, and I was honestly pleasantly surprised. Although Sim has said that, because he also played the version that I did in the Giants office on PS4, it doesn't look as good on his PS4, which is interesting. No ads. There should be ads. Let's throw 3 at you and see if any stick. Ads are effectively at random at the moment, so if one sticks to you, congratulations, you've won the lotto. If one doesn't, congratulations, you've won the no ad lotto. Also, Darth, could you just real quick make sure you're not making the same mistake I did at one point? Because I think you know what add-on I tend to run. And seemingly I made the same mistake because we both did some computer wipes and we forgot that it changed Chrome settings slightly to just activate everything everywhere. So our whitelists weren't enabled on a certain add-on that you can get for Chrome. That I'm not going to promote because I'm sure most of you use it, and if you do, whitelist YouTube, whitelist Twitch. On your mobile... Yeah, mobile ads are even worse. They're completely at random. And for some reason, almost all the ads that I've got on mobile are like Fortnite, and actually almost all of them are just Fortnite. You had one the exact second I mentioned ads. Yes, that's because as soon as ads were mentioned, I remembered that I hadn't pressed the button in a little while, so I pressed the button. That's one of the that's one of the secret reasons, or not so secret reasons, I have split computer. Is it means that I can play ads without having to tab out of game and stop the stream up for like a minute or two just to click a button a few times. I can also do some chat modding as well. I can do this too. No, I can't because I was not highlighted in chat there. That was terribly slow. Hey Boogie Gamers. Health race, completed the task. I'm pretty sure he's not, but we'll go check him in a second. Hey, NHF. It is too fun to just use the second computer like that, just to type in chat for no good reason. I'm doing good. How are you? Computer wants some upgrades. We think we should have fundraiser. Honestly, although that's like, it's terrible. I'm not gonna say that it's ever gonna be a good computer. It's exactly what I need. Does exactly what I need it to. Nothing more, nothing less. So I don't care about it being a spud. It's my spud, and it does what I need it to spud. What was that? It was nothing. Nothing at all. What is a spud now? Spud pewter. What else do I have on this? I got Waluigi? When did I get a spud pewter? Christmas. Do some troll. No, because I haven't changed that yet. Hey, Oxy. I was wondering when you'd show up. We were talking about you earlier, and I was shocked that you didn't appear. And the food hand appears? No, no food hand. Losing your touch. I know! My leg's dead because I walked like a few miles yesterday and my body does not appreciate physical exercise. I am too fat and unfit, so I'm gonna go by my plans for 2019 by the letter, and I'm gonna go to bed early tonight, get up early in the morning, and go for a walk. Probably buy a hideously unhealthy breakfast on the, you know, before I go for my walk. Because I've just remembered that the garage has breakfast rolls, and I haven't had a breakfast roll in far too long, so I'll probably go to the garage and buy a breakfast roll in the morning. And then I'll like go for a walk afterwards. Just not fit. Fit and fat go together though. Just move the header here real quick. There we go. This may not be impressive, but this is what the future of combine harvesting looks like, people. Running the header before you're even seeding. How are you now, Chris? Hey, Nick. How you doing? Let's go back to that. Not long in the door from work. Oh, fun. Fun times. This cedar's got exceedingly dirty very quickly. I've just noticed. Like, it's almost completely brown. Nice week off work. Plenty of time for you to work on your mapping then, Dusty, isn't it? Ah. Or like chill. Whichever suits you more. Play on PS4. Play on PC because I have a PC and I don't have a PS4. It's really that simple for me. Northern Irish Brian. Me and Sim still say that to each other, by the way, NHF. There are periods on TeamSpeak where me and Sim will just say the word brown to each other for like 5 minutes. Yeah, the wheels get so clean so quickly once you feel... Yeah, I think the tire dirt needs a bit of tweaking. Like, I like how they get clean, but maybe not as clean as they do. Hey, flying with Witze? Or Witze? PC Master Race? No, just... I don't have a PS4. I don't see the need for a console when I got a PC that can do most of the same things. And play most of the same games. At mostly the same quality. Chilling bits for the MX bike, been on. Ah! That's probably counts as chilling. To a certain extent. In some cultures. When I come back to ATS, I don't know, I've really not been interested in it lately. Same with Euro Truck actually, I just not wanted to pick them up at all. Just got a new graphics van this week, very nice. Yeah, I've just not had much interest in the truck sims lately. I've been very much in the explainy mood more than anything else. Which is good, I guess, but no more into Cart before horse there, Liam. One stream does not a stable internet make. But I'm hoping that this is the end of the problems. Either that or they'll be back tomorrow just as bad because the techs have taken Sunday off and they're doing something to the line. Hey Nick, do I play RuneScape? I used to many years ago. Last time I played RuneScape was about... God, about 8 years ago now? It was before RuneScape 3. But like new 3D one that everybody hates and everybody's just playing like RuneScape 2 still. Can I stream it? No. Cart before the horse is Ferrari's driver academy because oh boy, I had a look at who's in their driver academy today, and you've got Sean O'Lacey's son, Emerson Fittipaldi's, I think, grandson. Obviously, Michael Schumacher's son. It's just like, yeah, their dads were good drivers, but that doesn't automatically mean the kids will be. I get that you're showing allegiance to the family, and that's big in Italy and stuff like that. Have you seen the new Supra? I don't like it. I don't like how it looks. The engine, they're never gonna get the same engine from the original Supra in, not in this day and age, so. Yeah, the performance won't be as good as the original, just sheer necessity of modern engineering, really. But it looks hideous. It looks like about 6 different cars that have been pasted together badly. Mick Schumacher's actually really good. See, I've not seen him driving at all, Edward. So, like, I have no doubt from his family with both Michael and Ralph that he has probably incredible talent. And definitely through his dad, like, all the connections he'd ever need. But you know, just because somebody is F3, yes, Euro F3, I believe. But just because like somebody's related to somebody else who's good doesn't mean they're gonna be good. Look at Nelson PK Jr. Mr. I'm gonna smash into a wall on purpose. The biggest issue with the new Supra, Oxy, and I think you'll agree with me there on this one, isn't necessarily the looks, it's the fact that they're calling it a Supra, but it can't be a Supra. It's like the Supra was just Toyota throwing a stonking great, completely inefficient engine into kind of a mediocre body at first, and yeah, they made the body look good towards the end of the original Supra line, but the new Supra is not a Supra in any way, shape or form. If it looked nice, I'd be fine with it, but it looks... No, you've not even started yet! Oh god, it's going to twerk again, isn't it? Oh hey, it's not twerking. Helper completed a set. No, you haven't, you've just gone backwards a bit and complained. Toyota will come back to racing games. Japanese companies are notoriously weird with games. Oh god, this film needs playing too. Okay, nuclear option, I think. How much will this cost? Okay, we're gonna do some ploughing, and we're gonna do some ploughing properly. When in doubt, quad track. The Starship Enterplow has arrived on Sutton Farm. With the world's teeniest horn. I mean, that big old field needs plowing, so I might as well plow it correctly. Correct ploughing. This is the plough you're using? Like, as much as I rarely use this huge stuff, it is probably actually a logical size for the size, like, for the map. I just wish Courseplay was out so I didn't have to do this manually. Is the Culti plough any better than the offset ploughs, by the way, on this map? Because I did see some people suggesting that I get the cultivar. Is it actually better on this map? Armalex did not give him CPR. Oh, I did, but just yes, by far. Ah. Oh, not again. Still some issues, but it's far easier. Is it under cultivators, the cultiplow? Or is it under... cultiplow. Yes. Yes! I'm still gonna use the ultimate tractor tank. Every time it's in subtitles. I hate the 7 seconds delay sometimes. Sometimes I wish chat was actually like in sync with what I was doing. Because that would have been so useful when I was like scrolling through real quick to check where it was. Four headlands on the giant field? Four headlands. What's the working speed of the cultiplow? You've done 3. Yeah, picks up the trees. Yeah, the AI just spaz out of it with the trees, doesn't it? What's the working speed like on this? 12. So not very good. Okay. Problems. I think we're gonna do just the first headland today, and then we'll call it a stream. I've given up on the John Deere for now. Might get a second cultiplow, get the Fent on it for that field. But I get the feeling that's going to have just as many problems. Are the wheels on the cultiplow supposed to be like raised off the ground here, or oh, I'm guessing they are. Also, did I miss a bit of this field when I was... putting lime down? I missed quite a large segment of this field, didn't I? Where's the case? I can do it after cultiplowing. Or while cultiplowing. Cultiplow doesn't create fields. That's probably a good thing when I'm about... See, Darth. Hello, Callister. Kind of into streamy overtime at the moment, so I'll be finishing quite soon. I just want to get this headland done, so probably going to be another 10 minutes. But after this headland is done, then I'll call it a stream and try and get my legs working for tomorrow. We're hopefully Sim will get his usual Monday hour in. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. No, I don't want fake spooky scary skeletons, thanks. Scopes plunge, dodgy site, creates fields. Yeah, but the real question there is, do you trust the dodgy site? And for me, that answer is no. That answer is no. And has been for a while, but I kept using them regardless, and now it's just like, no. I can't be bothered with all the trouble they cause. And just the sheer lack of respect they have for modders. Hey, Llama King. And I know, by the way, that some modders do upload directly to those dodgy sites. Like certain sites, and I'm not going to name them, they do have modders like actively uploading to them. Those modders, I think, have misplaced faith in those sites, I want to say. And I think it's a shame that they feel that they can trust sites that just have no respect for modders as a whole. You know, there's a reason that I applaud FSUK, I applaud Giants Mod Hub, I applaud PCSG. It's because they, you know, they have a testing system that's, sure, it annoys people. Testing systems annoy people because it's, you know, an impediment. You know, it stops the mod coming out straight away once it's done. But it's much better that somebody looked at your mod before it goes out to the world and says, hang on a second, this thing over here is broken. You don't want to be releasing that. You're gonna look bad if you release that. Go get that fixed. Get your mod as good as it can be. Most of the dodgy sites just say, okay, that's definitely a file you've uploaded. We're not going to verify that it's even a mod. It's definitely a file. So, it'll be on our website in 10 minutes. And then all the rest in 20. Well, you got vehicle enhancement is a bit of an odd one because I think that's planned on coming to the mod hub at some point, or like somewhere reputable. And in terms of scripts, I would call mod host reputable. Because for one reason or other, that's where a lot of the top guys for scripts end up going, and I'm not sure why. But GitHub, you know, you can straight up message the modder on there and say, hey, this is broken, fix please. Like myself and Landy in 17 found 2 simultaneous and contradictory bugs in courseplay. They were both having, I think, similar problems with something or other, and we actually found 2 bugs at once by figuring out what our problems actually were. And the 2 bugs contradicted each other somehow. Because mods. I'm actually going to properly cultivate this area just so I don't need to come back and cultivate it later. Because OCD Dave will want to cultivate it later. I'll finish the stream once this is done. And I'll be back tomorrow for like an hour or so, possibly. Depending on what's going on with Sim. Really. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow for like an hour, so hopefully you know, today marks the end of the internet issues I've been suffering for the last week or so. Definitely the last few days. Hopefully that's it all gone and sorted and fixed. And if there was a problem that I figured out what it was, if there was a problem on my end, that I figured out what it was and got it repaired. But that is gonna do it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'll be back tomorrow with more Farm Sim goodness, and I hope to get a lot of work done tomorrow throughout the day before I stream. So I might start a bit late if I'm kind of a bit stuck on something, but I do plan on recording actually potentially 2 videos tomorrow, which will both be quite edited once they're out. So there'll be a few days out. And hopefully, like, rewriting the Cattle and Crop script thing. But that is going to do it for today. I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 719 on Sutton Farm. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.